It was a photo finish to 2020 with the Nifty scaling above its 14,000 level and also posting the fastest 1,000-point rally in at least the last 5 years. There was some strong momentum that the bulls actually carried from the March low that we hit of 7511 right through the end of the year as well. But the key question to ask is if this momentum can actually sustain and spill over into the new year as well. One parameter that we track very closely at the start of the month is the seasonality pattern on a monthly basis. That definitely suggests that the momentum could actually be a little slow as far as the bulls are concerned. Despite the fact that the Nifty has rallied about 2% on an average basis in the last 5 years, and the Nifty Bank has also rallied about 2.5% on an average in the last 5 years during the month of Jan. It is really the last 3 years that have been extremely subdued and negative for both of these indices. So that also brings me to the point, is the pre-budget rally actually fading away, or the relevance of that is actually fading away? That is the key question to ask and remains unanswered for now. But if you have a look at the performance of the Nifty Midcap as well as the small cap index, they have also managed to decline on an average basis about 0.5% to 1% each. There have been a lot of sectoral high flyers. Let me start off with the losers first. The Nifty PSU Bank Index has declined 4 out of last 5 times with an average decline of about 4%. Followed by the Nifty Media Index that has declined twice only in the last 5 years and still on an average basis has declined about more than 3%. The 2 times it has actually declined have been very big. Once 15% decline and the other one was a 6 to 7% decline that it posted for itself. Moving on to the winners, then you have the Nifty Energy Index that has risen 3 out of last 5 times with an average gain of more than 2%. The Nifty Real Estate Index has also gained twice in the last 5 years with an average gain of about 2.5%, and the Nifty Financial Services Index also gained about twice with an average of about 2.5%. But the top of the list is the Nifty IT Index that has been the winner in the month of Jan 4 out of last 5 times with an average gain of nearly 4% each. That said, if you have a look at the stock gainers and losers, the ones which have risen in each of the last 5 years and fallen each of the last 5 years during the month of Jan, let's have a look at that. Starting off with the gainers first, Radico Khaitan, average return of 12% in the month of Jan. Biocon up about 7%, Interglobe Aviation 5% positive return. You have Oberoi Realty that has given you 4% positive return, and lastly you have Akzo Nobel which has also surged about 3%. As far as losers are concerned, one stock that really stands out has been Dish TV, because that's the only one that to decline more than double digit, 11% negative return, followed by Dhani Services 9% negative, and then you have Bliss GVS Pharma along with Time Technoplast that have declined 5% each, and lastly you have NXT Digital that has managed to decline about 3% during the month of Jan on an average basis in the last 5 years.